In the previous video, we learned about functions, and today we are going to learn about variables. So variables is something that you use day to day in your daily programming work, and it's one of the most powerful skills. And once you know how to write good variables, it will save you a lot of time in terms of code documentation and understanding what you did at a certain point. So what is variable in Python? So in Python, or in most programming language, variable is simply a name that is used to store the data that you want to store. It can be used to store different kinds of data, numerical, strings, arrays, images, anything that you are storing in a programming environment. So in this case, I'll start with a very simple one. Let's create a variable with a name A, and it will store the value 23. So A, when I type A, it simply returns 23 because now I've stored the value of 23 on a variable name called A. So it's very, very important when you look at the equal sign. This is simply known as the assignment operator, and it simply assigns the value of 23 to A. So let's say that we write a simple second variable b equal to 45, and we type b to confirm. You can see b is assigned to 45. So instead of adding 45 plus 23, we can say a plus b to give us our final answer, and that will be 23 plus 45, which is simply 68. So the way the variable operator works, it works from right to left. So it means that it's assigned the value of this number on the right, or it's assigned this number to the variable on the left. And therefore, if I make a statement like a equal to, or I say 23 equal to a, it will give me an error. Why? Unlike algebra, in Python, a can be equal to 23, but 23 cannot be equal to a. So that is simply how Python works. And in some cases, you can make use of these variables to do very interesting stuff. So for example, I want to increase the number of, let's say I have a variable called 2, and I want to increase it every time I want to increase the value of 2 by 2. So I can simply do a equal to a plus 2, and that will give me a new value, which is 4. I can increase it again by saying a equal to a again plus 2. That should give me 6. So you realize that if you do this in algebra, it's senseless. It doesn't mean anything. Why? Because if a is, let's say an example here, a plus a equal to 2. So in algebra, it simply means a. If you switch the knowns and the unknowns, you'll basically have 0 on one side of the equation, and therefore it will not make sense. But instead of doing this in Python, for people who are super nerdy, they'll say a plus equal to 2, and this means it simply is same as increasing this by 2. So if you do a, it should give you 8. So you can also do the same for decreasing. You can say a minus equal to 2. So it's going to decrease our new a, which is 8, to 6. If I do that, it's going to give me 6. So that is simply, you can even do this with multiplications. Say a equal to 2. It's going to multiply that number by 2, which is equal to 12. So that is a brief introduction to variables. In the next video, I will show you better ways of writing variables and some of the words that are not permitted to be used as variables in Python. So that is the end of our tutorial. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you get notifications, and share with your friends.